What's up, guys? Welcome to Views.
The podcast where David's trying to build a pool.
Whoa, you literally stole my line.
Go ahead. Go. Say it. Then you say it.
No, just forget it. If you don't want to take this podcast seriously, if you don't want to follow the structure we have built for ourselves.
I've been here since 11 o'clock. It is 1:28. Dima and I have been here for 2.5 hours waiting for you to put that mic up to your stupid, fat idiot face.
I was resting, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, and I was nice about it. I even came in and was like, hey, bud, you want to take another 15 minutes? And you're like, yeah, that'd be good. And you took another 45.
You know how difficult it is to talk to you? I need all the sleep I can get, motherfucker.
Oh, I know. It's so hard being you with your fans that love you and adore you everywhere you go. Me, oh, poor David. Oh,
yeah, does it make you feel better to put yourself down by complimenting me? Does it make you feel better?
I didn't put myself down. I was just saying you're being a huge
Well, maybe
baby.
someone should put you down.
Oh, okay. Maybe someone should put you down in a crib. How about that?
Why? Because I'm a little baby?
Yeah, you are a cute, goddamn, so fucking cute little baby. I'm going to put a diaper on you.
That's amazing. Oh, you want to take care of me. That'd be the first.
I do. I want to take care of you until you die because I'm in love with you. You got it?
That'd be the first kid you'd be taking care of.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yes.
I'll tell you something. Dima is picking up Wyatt at 4:20 so I can be with you, so I can take care of my other baby, David Goo Dobrik. Is that your middle name, Goo? Or no?
You just took it too far by calling me David Goo Dobrik. All right, roll the intro music. All right, guys, this is the Views podcast. Sorry about that intro. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? No, but sorry about that intro. The other day, I was actually I was outside my hotel room.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, but people find out where our hotel is. I mean, I guess
probably the Snapchats you put out.
Yeah, probably the ones they come find me.
With huge landmarks in the background, like the Empire State Building and St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay.
That'll do it.
I like posting the views. Anyway, yeah, that gives it away. So then we go downstairs, and there's usually people there, and they're very, very nice. The other day, someone brought me Chipotle.
Cool.
Which is great. I love Chipotle.
Unless it's roofied.
Exactly. But you have to be careful because, even the sweetest person can be there to kill you.
You didn't eat it, did you?
So Joe told me, Joe's like, don't eat it. Don't eat it. He's like, I know how much you love Chipotle. so I'm like, I'm not going to eat it. Are you crazy? You fucking crazy? And then 3 a.m. comes around and I wake up, from my sleep and I'm fucking starving. And I go into the kitchen and all they have is like Snickers and Pringles and like the fridge at the hotel. Mm-hmm. And then there's one light on in the living room and it's right over the dinner table.
Yeah.
And it's shining on the bag of Chipotle. So should I spit everywhere? Sorry. So I'm like, okay, either God wants me to be poisoned or I just have to eat this. So I open the bag and I squeeze the burrito to make sure it doesn't have any razor blades in it first. And there wasn't anything in it. So I ate it. I ate the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then I sat there for like 30 seconds. Like I just sat there like I was waiting for an earthquake. I was waiting for my body to shut down because I was like, oh my God, I wonder when the poison is going to kick in. And nothing happened after 30 seconds. So I'm like, okay, like if you're going to get poisoned, it's probably going to happen right away, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in the clear.
Yeah.
So thank you, Amy, for bringing me that burrito.
That unpoisoned burrito.
No, but you never know.
I'll take the burrito. Hold the anthrax.
We also visited where John Lennon was shot.
We rode right by the Dakota. Yeah.
The Dakota. Is it an apartment building?
Yes. Really nice apartment building, huh?
Yeah, it's a really nice apartment building. And John Lennon was killed by one of his supporters.
He was killed by a fan, yeah.
Yeah, someone who loved him.
Deranged fan, Mark David Chapman.
Did the fan kill himself afterwards?
No, he went to jail. He's still in jail.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Did he explain why he killed him?
He did.
Why?
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't like a good reason that made sense, but yeah, he
I wasn't expecting me to go, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the reason, but he's not well in the head, this guy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But he loved John Lennon. That's why he killed him.
He definitely was a fan.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
We drove by and we're like, is this, I rolled my window down. There was like Bellman, right?
Sure.
Right outside of it. And I asked, I was like, is this where John Lennon was killed? And he was like, yes, I'm so sorry, sir. It was weird. They were like apologizing.
We had a stock answer, yeah.
Yeah, they were like apologizing.
Yeah, well, he was, a lot of people come there to ask. And he told us we'd go to the memorial like a minute away, right? But it was an answer that he looked like he gives like 50 times a day. Right, yeah.
But it was interesting he apologized as if John Lennon was like a close friend. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for apologizing. That's fucking terrifying.
Are you a big fan of John Lennon?
I love the Beatles.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
My mom only had one CD in her car.
Which one?
Well, guess. Take a guess.
Sgt. Pepper's?
No, it was ABBA.
Okay.
So all she had was ABBA.
Oh, that's funny.
So that was the only thing that was played. We also had like a radio that also played CDs.
Yeah.
And this was like the most high-tech thing we had in the house.
Yeah.
So we played ABBA, and my dad had, I think, 2 albums, and it was Paul Nutini, and it was the Beatles.
Paul Nutini.
And it was the Beatles. So every time it would be like chores day, you'd hear the Beatles playing downstairs.
Okay, David, time to clean the garage. You want to hear
Let It Be or Imagine
or Paulo Nutini?
Yeah, so that would play downstairs.
Oh.
So those are the only 2 groups that I would hear all the time.
Did you ever go out and buy CDs?
No, I'd never buy CDs.
Why?
I was at an age where you could start like downloading them. Were you buying CDs and tapes?
Yeah, back in my day, my friends would go in. The CDs used to come in long boxes, and they would go in with razor blades and cut the boxes and then pull the CDs out.
Oh, like you'd steal them?
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I had friends that would.
That's something you say.
I had some crazy friends.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was definitely the guy that was like, I don't know, guys.
What would your friends do?
They would go in with razor blades, and they would steal CDs, which I thought was nuts.
Wait, what do you mean razor blades? Like to threaten the people working there?
No, they wouldn't hold up the Tower Records. They would. CDs used to come in these long boxes, and they would cut the box and then pull the CD out.
And where would they find the CD boxes? Like in the back storage of where?
No, they were fresh out in the store. They would do it in the store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they would just run out with them? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And then another member of the Beatles, you said also got stabbed? You said George Harrison got stabbed?
We pulled into last night. That blew my mind. You didn't know that. Yeah, George Harrison.
Yeah, I didn't know he got stabbed.
I got to check that out and make sure. I know he was stabbed. I'm not sure if that's how it killed him. I think that's how he died.
You know what would be really fun is if every time we said something that was completely wrong, it changed.
Like that movie Yesterday?
Yeah, like if George Harrison actually just passed away, like just out of old age.
George Harrison died 2001. The cause of death was listed metastatic non-small. Oh, he had lung cancer, but he was stabbed, but he didn't die from the stabbing.
That's my God. Jason last night told me that he was stabbed to death.
Yeah. No, I got that wrong, guys.
Could you imagine every time we say something, it's like, that's the news now. Guys, recent reportings just found out that George Harrison was actually stabbed.
Yeah, it's really bad they let us have a podcast.
Joe was telling me that the Beatles were only a group for 6 years.
Yeah, that was what he said.
Which is also could be wrong, but that's insane. I heard they stopped playing. Is this true? They stopped playing because people would be screaming so much that they couldn't hear themselves play the music?
Yeah, I heard that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's like the Views tour. Guys, I can't hear David. Stop.
We're on our podcast.
We can't do this, dude. We're going to have to break up.
Jonah made me so angry yesterday.
What did he do?
Jonah yesterday, I don't know what we were talking about, what made him say this.
Yeah.
But he goes, the Vlog Squad's like the Beatles of YouTube. I wanted to strangle him. I was like, don't ever compare the Beatles to us. Don't ever do them such a disservice and fucking...
He made me so mad yesterday.
Drag their name through the mud like that. I can't believe that came out of his mouth.
I bought some clothes in New York, and I was all excited to show everybody. And he just goes, you have the worst style, dude. You have the worst style. I go, you wear Pokemon shirts all the time. Did you see Natalie's prank backfire on her on herself yesterday?
No, what prank?
We were standing around at your job yesterday that you were doing, and we're just standing there like killing time waiting for you, and Natalie decides to do a prank on me, which I'm all for. And she goes, yeah, there's a layover in Texas tonight, like that. And because we were flying from New York to LA. And I was like, huh? I was like, oh. And then Joe picks up on Natalie's thing. And he's like, yeah, there's a layover in Texas tonight. And I was like, fuck, no way. And then right at that moment, you walked up and you go, what? There's a fucking layover in Texas tonight? And Natalie goes, abort. And I was like, what's going on? And then Natalie tried to blame it on me. She goes, it was a joke. Because you're like, Natalie, what the fuck? What do you mean there's a fucking layover in Texas tonight?
Yeah, I remember that. That was
pretty funny.
Insane. Wait, I remember this. So Jonah was saying your style was ugly.
I bought some clothes, and he's just like, you have the worst sense. He said it's so mean, too. He goes, you have the worst sense of style, dude. The worst. I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah, but then what did he do when you turned the camera on?
Oh, yeah. So then I was like, then I turned the camera on to vlog it, to get you guys to say you hated the clothes. And Jonah was like, I love it. I absolutely love the clothes. Such bullshit. Because nobody wants to like be on camera like being nasty to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like traveling with Jonah. It's crazy how difficult it is.
Yeah.
It's one of the most difficult things in the world.
And when you lose him for a couple minutes, you think, oh, this is it. This is our entire day now.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to come back.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we left him. Jeff and I left him in Miami. I felt really bad about it.
Oh, because he missed the flight.
Yeah.
Where did you make that decision? Because we woke up, we had to go to the event. We were like, Jonah, you have to get down here. The car is here waiting for us.
Right.
And he's like, I'm coming. I'm packing my bag.
Right.
And we waited like 4 minutes. The car was there. The driver had to go. We were going to be late. And we had to make the decision to leave him as well. So we left him.
Oh, you did leave him?
Yeah, we left him as well.
Jeff had lost his wallet in Miami, and he had to go to the airport. He had to be there like 3 hours early so he could actually fly. So we're just sitting there. We're calling him, and then he's like, we got to go, man. And then I felt really bad, and Jeff was like, no, this is what we need to do for him. We need to teach him a lesson.
So you got to leave him.
Yeah.
Hiring can be a slow process. Cafe El Toro's COO, Dylan Mishkowicz, needed to hire a director of coffee for his organic coffee company, but he was having trouble finding qualified applicants. So he switched to ZipRecruiter, guys. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its technology identifies people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job so you get qualified candidates fast. Dylan posted his job on ZipRecruiter and said he was impressed by how quickly he had great candidates apply. He also used ZipRecruiter's candidate rating feature to filter his applicants so he could focus on the most relevant ones. And that's how Dylan found his new director of coffee in just a few days. With results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See why ZipRecruiter is effective for businesses of all sizes. Try ZipRecruiter.com/Nash.
It's how I found Dima, you know.
Yeah, that's how you found Dima.
Yeah.
For free. You can try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Nash. That's ZipRecruiter.com/NASH. ZipRecruiter.com/Nash. The smartest way to hire. This is kind of random, but I think 50 First Dates is one of the best movies of all time.
Okay, we were talking about this. I agree. I love Adam Sandler. I love watching his movies. I think he's hilarious. I would not say 50 First Dates is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Why would you not say that?
Because there's just movies that are better than 50 First Dates.
I understand. Okay, we can argue
this
about
is something you probably don't want on the podcast because people are going to fucking annihilate you on Twitter.
No. I will stand by this. Okay, you can go in and you can go, Scorsese movies and Quentin Tarantino movies are great movies because they're incredible.
Yeah, 12 Years a Slave.
Yes, it's an incredible movie.
Okay.
They're beautiful movies, right?
Yeah.
But I think 50 First Dates, like for what entertainment is like a prime example of like a movie. Like a movie you can just literally sit. Everybody loves it. It's a universally loved movie.
But that's not the definition of best movie of all time.
No, I said it's one of the best movies of all time. And when I say this, I think there's 200 movies that are the best movies of all time. I think it's
one of the top 200 movies now. Because when you said best movie of all time earlier, that means number one.
I said it's one of the best movies of all time.
One of the best.
You don't agree? You don't think it's in the top 200?
I don't think 50 First Dates is in the top 200 movies of all time, and I can get a lot of people in here to back me up on this.
I would bring everybody in here that could back you up on this because they are wrong.
You know what? The only thing you have going for you right now is fucking Natalie. When you said it earlier, was like, oh yeah, agreed.
Natalie, what do you think?
I think it's like it's something that like you can turn on and everybody will just watch. It's like something you can.
It's in Hawaii. There's
okay, well,
no, just
if
listen,
you're going to bring that
just listen. It takes place in
Did
Hawaii.
you ever see Hawaii 5-0?
I love that. Top 200 shows for sure.
You just want to go to Hawaii.
No. It's in Hawaii. It's Adam Sandler in like the best era of Adam Sandler.
Sure.
It's Drew Barrymore, who's a beautiful girl.
He's a guy in the movie who girls come to town and he just dates them and then leaves them, right? That's the plot.
He's a cool guy who's not the best. He's not like the best looking. He's not a Brad Pitt, Clooney.
Right.
He's just like a relatable dude who's really charming, who's funny, and he falls for a girl who loses. Who literally forgets about him every day. It's such a fucking incredible plot. And every day he has to get her to fall in love with him. If you guys don't know what 50 First Dates is, which is fucking crazy, it's a movie where this girl has short-term memory loss, and every day she forgets that she's in love with Adam Sandler. So Adam Sandler every day has to remind her why she's in love with him. And it's so fucking great.
Now I'm going to say something that's going to make you really angry.
Oh, come on. Bring it, motherfucker.
I've never seen 50 First Dates.
Oh, what the fuck?
What? You dumb fuck.
But I still stand by that I don't think it's in the top 10 movies of all time.
Said 200.
Okay,
And
200.
And you've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
What? It's a fucking...
I didn't know. The other day it was on about 2 weeks ago, and I watched the first 5 minutes, and it was really funny.
It's incredible.
Is it?
It's incredible.
Maybe you're winning me over here.
I mean,
let's put it on. Fuck the podcast. Guys, is it okay if we do like a 12-minute podcast this week? Because we're going to go watch 50 First Dates.
No, it truly is. It truly is. It's so... Okay, another movie I love is Just Go With It. It's a movie that also coincidentally
has Adam Sandler in it
and takes place in Hawaii. It's a movie with Jen Aniston.
Yeah.
When you pair up, I love movies where you pair up a beautiful girl like Jen Aniston, who's funny, who's fucking charming, and like a woman like Drew Barrymore with someone who's like Adam Sandler, who isn't the sexiest guy in Hollywood. I love that because it's so fun watching, like, it's relatable. It's like watching like the everyday guy try to go for like the
hot girl.
The hot girl. Like, it's the best. And that's why those movies are so great.
Like, I guess that's kind of your life.
You have to watch.
Yeah.
Jay, it's so good.
All right, we'll have to screen it here.
No, let's watch it tonight.
We have a vlog to make, but okay.
No, I will.
No.
No, let's call iPick. We'll rent out a theater for you to watch it. You have to see it.
I don't know if they could get the print.
I can't believe you haven't seen this. You're an asshole. I hate you.
Who are you, Martin Scorsese? You're going to rent out a theater for you to watch
it? Yeah, because we'll make like a big deal out of it.
We will?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll give me your review. You can vlog it. I'll do this. This is all for your vlog.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Jesus, are you all right?
Let's move on. This
Feeling
is making me
okay?
angry that you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I probably shouldn't. I should not. You're right. I should not say that 50 First Dates is not one of the best movies of all time, having not seen it.
Yes.
But okay, let's move on.
Jason hired a new assistant. Is this true?
It is true. And
it's my hometown friend.
Yeah.
Dima.
It's kind of weird how we do things around here, huh?
Yeah, we just pluck people from my hometown.
Like, he's here. He's here. He's working for me. Literally, it's Dima, who's been in your videos.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, and he wanted to come and work here, and I'm just baffled by it. I can't believe he's here.
I'm baffled by it, too. I can't believe you gave him a job. Here he is. Dima, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
He's been doing great, although today he does do these weird things from time to time, which I know you can relate to, because it's like he's running down stuff today. I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, and by the way, Irma, when she comes to clean, I offered her water the other day. So, like, that's okay to do, right?
I fucking hate that about him.
I was like, what? Yeah. Get her water. If you order coffee for everyone, order coffee for her. Like, Irma's the best. She's like, treat her like gold. He's like, yeah, okay. Well, I thought so. I just didn't want you to be mad that I gave her a water.
Bro, he fucking does that to me at my house all the time.
Isn't that weird?
He goes, the other day, he goes, I'm going to go, can I grab a water from your fridge? And I go, this was like the first time he asked. So I'm like, that's totally fine. I literally said, take whatever you want, anytime, just take it.
Yeah.
And then a week later, he's back at my house. He goes, hey, dude, is it cool if I grab a water? And if you guys have been to my house, it's like there's millions of waters in that fridge.
Yeah.
Like, I won't notice if you take 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dima, it's fine. Go ahead, take the water. Please don't ask again.
Yeah. And someone else fills them up. You don't even put them in there.
Yeah, so it's totally fine. Grab the waters. And then again, literally the next day he goes, hey, dude, I know you don't like me asking, but can I take a water? And I'm like, Dima, for you to not ask again, I don't care if my fucking fridge is missing. Next time, just take the entire fridge, take the kitchen out of my fucking house, remove the cabinets, steal my fucking stove.
Yeah.
Just stop asking me about the waters.
It's such a funny quality, because when someone's like polite like that, it's usually a good thing.
I don't even know if it's polite.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are you asking me this so many times? Just literally just take it. I don't care if he's running a soup kitchen out of my fucking living room at this point. Just don't ask. Just go.
And he edited the podcast this week, and I heard how many times did he come in and ask you questions?
Yeah, he was editing the podcast.
Which he did a good job.
He did a good job. Yeah, he edited the last podcast.
Guys.
And he'd come to me and he'd be like, are you sure you want this part in the podcast? And I'm like, yes, it's fine. And then he'd go, okay. And then he'd go back to editing, and he'd come back again and he'd go, yo, man, I just re-listened to it. Are you sure? Because I don't know if people should know all this. And I was like, it's fine. That's the point of the podcast. And he'd keep coming back and forth, like asking me questions. I don't know. Dima's fun.
What was he like in high school?
What was he like in high school?
You're the same grade, right?
Yeah, we're in the same grade. I didn't really talk to him that much. We didn't talk that much in high school.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, then why the fuck did I hire him?
I don't know. I thought that was strange too. I didn't know him that well. No, I knew.
I thought he was like your bud.
No, I got really close to him after high school.
Okay.
Yeah, me and David didn't.
You mean after you left for LA?
Yes, because that's when Ilya and him started to hang out more. And then I would come by, and he's like, I'm bringing by Dima. And at first, I was very like, I don't know about Dima. Like, I don't know about this guy. And then we would hang out with him, and I was like, what is wrong with this kid? And, I like people that don't make any sense. So I started to get more excited when he'd bring Dima around. And that's how I got to know Dima. Dima, do you have any stories from us in high school?
Actually, yeah, I do remember I was in gym, and
Oh, God.
this was when Vine was very popular, and you weren't like that popular, but you were still kind of blowing up. You were like a semi high school legend. And actually, for me, I didn't have any type of smartphone. I was the only kid in our high school without a smartphone until like senior year.
Sure.
So I didn't know what the big hype was, but you snuck into my gym class, and we had a cool teacher, so he didn't care. Like,
Really?
You could
just
bring in
bring in-
drugs, and he'd be like, that's
Yeah.
cool. Just don't let me see it.
he just didn't want us to make a mess.
Sure.
So
There's
he
a
was
lot
just
of cool
chilling.
teachers.
Oh yeah, I think like I always say this, the most important part of school is having cool teachers. If you have stuck-up teachers, they're not going to want to fucking learn. No one's going to want to take you seriously. They're just going to hate you. They're going to hate the process. We had all cool teachers, and that's why I loved my high school, because every teacher there was like young, cool, and the older ones were they were just with it. Like they understood. Like you treat kids like your friends,
Right.
and then they'll treat you with respect, because they'll be like, oh, this person's treating me. Anyway, yeah, continue.
We had like some game going on, and nobody cared about it. So the teacher was just like, okay, whatever, you guys can do whatever you want, have a free period. So we just ran around, and then David walked in with one other guy, and he's like, okay, I'm recording this Vine.
Okay, yeah.
So I remember there was this guy named Ben and this guy named Michael, and he wanted to make this Vine of like a fight going on, and there's people around it, and then he brings up the phone and is recording this fight, but instead of like an actual fight, it's rock, paper, scissors.
Oh
Make it
yeah,
look
so
like it's a big
basically it
deal.
was like fight.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a classic joke. You've probably seen it millions of times.
Sure.
And then you pan to them, and they're actually just playing rock paper scissors. No one's actually fighting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I remembered like 3 weeks later, David came up to me and he's like, hey, I need 4 ski masks. And I'm like, that would be such a weird question if I didn't know what Vine was and if I didn't know that he was the one doing this.
Sure.
And then, sure enough, I had ski masks in my house.
You did?
Yeah,
Why'd
I
you
had-
have ski masks? Because it's so cold in Chicago?
No, yeah, we got them at like Goodwill or something because, we didn't have hats at the time. And I told my mom, I want to go get a hat. And I went to Goodwill because, I was poor and I wanted to get a hat. And I got this hat from there.
Dima's a next level storyteller, by the way.
And they were like normal hats.
You can
and then I
actually
saw the
buy the
ski-
master class of storytelling
From Dima.
From Dima, yeah.
How to tell stories.
Yeah, it's really great. So it's Steve Martin, Martin Scorsese, and Dima. They teach a class together.
They all talk about how to create.
Yeah,
a
Steve Martin
perfect
handles
storyline.
like Broadway, and then Martin Scorsese's film, and then Dima's just
Just
Other.
day-to-day life.
yeah.
So Dima, what was the point of the first part of the story?
That was when
Where you were talking
I know.
about the gym class thing.
David said the funniest thing yesterday. We were driving home, and he goes, Jason, you should try to go on a trip with Dima and Jonah and vlog it and see how it goes.
Dream team.
Okay, so
Dream team.
Okay, so the ski mask. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off from your
Yeah.
story.
So I brought that up because that's when you were really starting to take Vine seriously.
Yes.
And I started taking nothing seriously. So we were both, in the same position. And that's when I realized that we had no freaking classes together. You and I had no classes together ever.
Yeah, we had none.
Oh, weird.
It was just a coincidence. I mean, whatever. But
They kept the dumb kids and the smart kids separate.
yeah, it was weird why they separated us. Should have both been in the dumb kid section. But we did. We started doing Vines more, and then
So you helped him with his vines.
like 2. It wasn't that big of a deal, but
Okay. You were cast in those vines? You were like
I think
in
I was
them, or
in
you
one or
shot
2.
them? You
No,
were
he was just he was
yeah,
in
we
a-
were just doing them like casually, and then high school was over, and then David moved to LA,
Yeah, and what'd you do?
gave up on everything.
Did you really? Did you
I mean,
feel that way? Were you
No,
kinda
I gave
like-
up on everything way before that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, what about now? Now you haven't given up. You got your,
Yeah,
got your
I
butt out
actually-
here. You got a job with a really good-looking guy.
Yeah, I actually am excited. I mean, I guess I am kind of lucky having to be Jason's assistant because that's like the most credible and wise person in this entire group out of everyone.
Sure.
And
Dima.
I think the experience that I'm going to be able to get from this is going to be very good. Jason's really helping me out with everything.
Dima,
too.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, good
Probably
question.
far away from you.
I have a feeling in about a couple months we're going to lose Dima and we're not going to see him for like a couple decades.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he seems like that type of guy. Long day at work, Jay. Tough day at school. Still stuck at the office. Well, treat yourself to the meal you deserve and have your favorite restaurants come to you with DoorDash. Your sweatpants are on for the day, but you're sick of microwave leftovers and frozen pizza. Enter DoorDash, restaurant quality food with a living room dress code. DoorDash connects you to your favorite restaurants in your city. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be delivered right to you wherever you are. Not only is your favorite pizza joint already on DoorDash, but there are over 340,000 restaurants in 3,300 cities. So you might find a new favorite too. With door-to-door delivery in all 50 states and Canada, order from your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and the Cheesecake Factory. Don't worry about dinner. Let dinner come to you with DoorDash. Right now, our listeners can get $5 off their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter promo code VIEWS. That's $5 off your first order when you download the DoorDash app from the App Store and enter promo code VIEWS. Don't forget, that's promo code VIEWS for $5 off your first order from DoorDash.
Okay, David, so I met this recruiter.
Yeah.
And this is what he asked people to hire them.
These are job recruiting questions.
Yeah, job recruiting questions.
And you want to know how I'd answer them?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Here we go. Who'd you look up to when you were a kid and why the most?
Who did I look up to?
Yeah.
Probably my friends.
Got to be one person. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess you can say your friends.
Yeah, my friends.
That's who you looked up to?
Yeah.
When you were 13 years old, you looked up to Ilya. You didn't look up to, like, an adult?
No, I learned most from my friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me an example of one of your friends that you, like, looked up to and that's something that they did that you're like, huh. You learned from them.
Well, I wish I would have a bunch of different friends, and they would all have different senses of humor, and I feel like I would like take a lot of different jokes.
Oh, that's so interesting.
From each person. So like,
who was funnier than you in high school?
Who's funnier than me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there was. I don't think any of us were funnier than another person, but everyone had like a defined sense of humor. Like everyone had like one thing that they were known for. Like there was like the goofy kid who was like straight up like the class clown, and he would like. And then there's one guy who only would make like perverted jokes and like sexual jokes. There was one guy who would just make like punny jokes and wouldn't do anything other than that. Like everyone had their thing, and like everyone would appreciate them for their own thing. And I adopted. I feel like
You're
lot.
a bit of a
from
sponge.
Them. Like I learned a lot from my friends from just hanging out with them.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's so interesting that your answer is based on comedy, solely on comedy and nothing else.
It's not comedy, it's personality.
Oh, personality.
I guess Ilya and I are a lot alike, like super alike. Like,
yeah,
when
you
it
are.
comes to like how seriously we take things, and like we don't get angry about things, and like just like we have more fun with things, and we like laugh at more things.
Like you guys will literally flip a coin on something, and if it lands there, you have to do what it is, no matter how crazy it is. Like fly to LA right now, and you flip the coin, and then you will go.
Yeah, we're very similar in that. And I think that's something we took from each other. But yeah, who inspired you as a kid?
My mother.
Why did she inspire you?
She just worked, like took care of the family. She like worked long hours. My father was like not working at all. My father wasn't around. My mother just like took over everything and was just like always there. She would do it all. She would work and then come home and like drive my friends to the movies and then wait in the car until we got out of the movies, and then
she was one of those moms?
She was one of those moms.
She'd sit outside the movie theater.
Yeah.
And wait for you to finish the movie?
Yeah, it would be like, hey, you want to go to the movies? Like, will your mom drive? No. And then like, Mom, will you drive and pick up? She's like, yeah.
I have a friend whose mom would drop him off at parties.
Yeah.
And she'd sit outside in the car reading a book until the party was over, and she'd drive him home.
Did that ostracize him in any way? Did it make him feel weird?
No, it was really interesting. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast. I feel like I should say this because I feel like this is a really important thing to know. If your kids ever have kids and they want to start drinking, like tell your kids to call you when they're fucking hammered. And don't like scold them for it. Like I feel like that was a really like important thing in high school. Is like there was a lot of kids in my class that were scared to tell their parents they were drinking.
Sure.
And then they were like, "Do I drive home right now? Like how the fuck do I?" There was an Uber. Like, how the fuck do I get home? Like I'm drunk, but I can't call my family. And like now, some kids were driving home drunk.
Yeah.
Because they were scared. But the kids that weren't scared to call their parents would be like, "Hey mom, I'm fucked up. Please come pick me up."
Yeah.
Then your parents are picking you up. Don't pick your kids up and be like, "What the fuck did you do? Why the fuck are you drinking?" Because then they'll never call you again. And then the worst case scenario is they're driving drunk or they're doing something stupid.
I think that's great what you're saying. But the version I always see is like the parents like being like drinking with their kids. You know what I mean? Like being like too pro alcohol.
Oh yeah,
like the cool parents.
I don't know. I think you could drink with.
Did you
your
have
kids.
that in high school?
Yeah, where people drink with their kids.
Parents trying to party with you.
Yeah, there
Like
was
what I do
definitely the
with Zane.
dads that would come down to the basement all the time and would just be like, they'd be like, keg stand. Let's see somebody hit that. And then the kids would be like, you hit it, Mr. Anderson. And then he'd be like, no, I don't know if I can. I don't know. Okay, fuck it, I'll do it. Lift me up.
You guys got my legs?
Yeah, you definitely have those kids, and you definitely have those parents that made the cool basements just for their kids.
Right.
Like those are the.
Did you have any friends that hook up with your parents' moms?
No, never had
Not
kids
that
hook
you
up
know
with their
of.
parents. But in my neighborhood, it was a very popular thing. Not in my neighborhood, sorry. It was in my school. It was a very popular thing for the parents to cheat on each other with other parents. So
They used to swing a lot?
Yeah, a lot of the, but they wouldn't know, but the kids would know.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how the kids would find out, but I guess the kids would find out because some of the parents were over and yeah.
Really?
So that was like a thing.
Ooh, Vernon Hills.
Yeah, Vernon Thrills is what they call it. No, but yeah, that is there were definitely kids that would drink with their parents. But I remember like my neighbor. I've told this on the podcast before. I think my neighbor he was talking about his kids. Like when my kids turn 16, I'm gonna put everything out on the table for them: alcohol, drugs, whatever. Be like, go ahead, try it.
Yeah.
Because I want to be like super open with them. Which maybe wasn't the best way.
What's this, Dad?
What's this? This is
Black tar heroin.
Yeah, you're right. That's not. I don't think they took it that far. I think they meant like alcohol and like vodka and like,
Right.
you know. But you know, I think it's really important to have like an open conversation. Like, be the cool. Like, I think in any situation, be the cool person. In whatever you do, wherever you work, whether you're like the boss at a company, whether you're the teacher, or whether you're a parent figure, be the friend to the person. Be friendly to everybody and make them feel like you're friends because they'll respect you more. Like I don't think there needs to be like this like strong divide where you're like a fucking like where you're a dictator to everybody. Like people loved Obama. I feel like people loved Obama because he was like.
Is this really coming out of your mouth? You're literally the fucking dictator around here. What are you saying?
Yeah, well, I do that because it's a blast. No, but like people liked Obama because he was so relatable.
Yeah,
and he was like cool guy. He almost seemed like he was like he'd be one of your friends.
Yeah, he did.
But
you wished you knew him.
Yeah, but you still respected him,
of course,
for that reason. And that's why I loved my high school teachers is because I respected them so much because they were so cool, and I wanted to be that cool person. Like I wanted to be like, wow, you're a fucking teacher, and you talk to us like we're your friends. Like that's sick.
Interesting.
Like, I hope when I'm old, I'm just like you. Like I think
is
that's
that how you feel about me?
That's
you say
not
to yourself,
how I feel about you. No,
I hope I'm just like Jason when I get older?
Yeah, when I get older, I want to be just like you, Jay.
I love David. He wouldn't even put the mic up to his mouth on that line.
I think I tried. Yeah, I
tried to like pull it away from you. Hey, were you serious about?
I want to be just like you, Jason.
Oh, so I was in Nashville, and which, by the way, we have to go. It's great.
Okay, I'll go.
It's really fun, and this guy walks up to me and he's like, "You're a real cowboy, talks like this."
Yeah,
and he's got a real manly dude. And he walks up to me and he goes, "I like them Starbucks videos with Carly and Aaron," like that. And he walked away. It's just funny to hear like a really low voice. Okay, so I was in the airport on Monday.
Yeah.
And I got recognized. And normally when I get recognized, it's all about you. It's always like, oh, yo, where's David? And it's all about you. People say the nicest things about you all the time. But this one time, I was in the airport this Monday, and this girl comes up to me and she goes, "Oh, you're in the vlogs." And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "With that dork," like that. And she was talking about you.
With that dork. What did you say? Thank you so much for saying this.
Yeah, I go, "You mean David?" She goes, Yeah, David. Which is funny.
With that dork.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's podcast.
David's quitting YouTube after that story because it really hurt his feelings.
I'm going to make sure this is cut out of the podcast for sure.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, thank you guys for listening to this week's podcast.
That's weird, David, because we don't have enough for the podcast. I don't know why you're wrapping it up.
Well, that's all the time we have. But yeah, go buy Jason's merch. Go buy my merch. Go check us out. Jay, you got a tour coming up.
I got a tour.
That's exciting.
Atlanta, Chicago. Atlanta, Minneapolis, and Chicago next weekend.
Yeah,
come see me.
I'll be in Chicago and Pittsburgh and New York soon, so maybe I'll see you guys there. So this has been a Views Podcast. We'll see you guys later. My name is Jeff. Bye.